I'm trying to figure out where to start. I had to come behind Miss Jessica, come behind the words Chris said. Wow, they already done summed up what I was going to say anyway. So I will be brief because I don't like talking in front of people. All my classmates can tell you that from my presentations that we used to do together. But anyway, so Avery, when I started back in 2013, I was actually just in the process of deciding where I wanted to attend college. And went online looking for a few places. I wanted to stay in the Hampton Roads area. And I went over, actually saw Avery online, and I went over to talk to Miss Andrea over at the Chesapeake building. And when I walked in and talked with her, it was all over. She is definitely one recruiting machine. I'm here to tell you. I started talking about other colleges, and she just said, nope, nope. I can go on and on about those. I was just like, nope, you belong here. And it seemed like her and I clashed, like clicked right away. So she kept saying, what are you gonna do? How long it's gonna take you to get your degree and things of that nature. And I was just like, hey, I just wanna be a student, retire from the military. I just wanna enjoy the moments and finish as fast as I can. But I want to ensure that everyone at Avery knew that I wanted to pursue an MBA because I'll have aspirations of teaching at Avery. So she said, hey, let's take it one thing at a time. Let's get this bachelor's over with first. So I started loading up. I took 2-3 classes sometimes. And that's when Chris Ellis came into the picture. We had a different academic advisor back when I first started. Glenn, I'm sorry, yeah. But when Chris came, he was just like, hey, you're at the tail end of your bachelor's. What are you going to do next? I said, hey, haven't you heard? I'm that guy who wants to get this MBA, and I'm ready to get started before I even finish graduating. And he was like, take it slow, young man. I said, no problem. So once I graduated with my BBA, I wanted to, like I said, get my MBA. And when I started, I guess the Chesapeake area started taking a turn, and the only classes that was available were online. And Chris sat down with me and said, hey, we can still continue to support you fully with your decisions to get your MBA, but we don't have enough students down here in the Chesapeake area, so now what? So I talked with my family. I was like, listen, online, they may work for some, but I'm really not an online person. I like to interact with different students because I learn a lot from students as well as the professors. So he told me, hey, we do have a cohort up in Richmond. It's a little drive for you. I said, start right there. I said, I got the support of the family. I'm ready to go. And he raised the eyebrow, almost like a Mr. Spock type eyebrow. He's like, you driving up? I said, hey, let's make it happen. So he sent me my forms, I signed, and I told my fiance, hey, I'm gonna be going to Richmond to get this MBA. And she was like, okay, whatever you have to do, I'm here to support. And really, that's what my speech is about. It's more of a, just like Jess, it's a journey. But I had a few now what's that along my way that challenged me to really decide, should I put it on hold or should I just keep going? As Chris mentioned, the flood that they had down in South Carolina. I have an 11-year-old son, now 11.